Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you guys are new to the channel, be sure to click that subscribe button and turn on post notifications. I would like to give a special thanks to Homestead Hyundai for giving me time with the 2022 Hyundai Tucson Hybrid. If you're in the market for a Hyundai, you can come check out Homestead Hyundai and they will get you into a new or pre-owned vehicle. But let's talk about pricing here for the Hyundai Tucson Hybrid with all-wheel drive. Starting price is at $37,500, including destination. This one stickers for $39,410. But let's talk about the front styling of the Hyundai Tucson. Let's talk about the exterior styling here of this current generation of Hyundai Tucson. As you guys can see, this is all new for 2022. My model is painted in this beautiful shade of silver. It looks really good with the dark chrome accents. But looking at the headlight modules here, this area right here is the daytime run lights are integrated into the actual grille. There's this LED turn signal, and the headlights, they're right here. They're going to be divorced from the daytime run lights and turn signal. There's also this LED automatic low and high beam. And this area right here looks to be functional to put an air curtain over the brakes and wheels. There's front parking sensors, more of that dark chrome finish to the lower part of the lip, front lip splitter here. There's also this dark chrome grille with the Hyundai emblem with this front facing camera. Since my model is the limited model, but stepping away from the Hyundai Tucson here, very aggressive styling on the actual hood. But looking at the side proportions, this has a 108.5 inch wheelbase with an overall length of 182.3. So now this is the biggest in the segment compared to the RAV4 and the Honda CR-V. So Hyundai did make the Tucson bigger for this current generation. Looking at these tires and wheels here, very aggressive rim design. These are a 235/55 Michelin tire. The wrapped in is 19-inch rim design. It looks really good with this silver exterior color. As you guys can see here, look at those very sharp body lines here. Whoever designed this car, they have a thing for angles, and I think the Tucson looks very good for this current generation. But looking here at these mirror cap, this is LED turn signal, and up top, Hyundai does offer this large panoramic sunroof here with these aerodynamic roof rails. But making our way to the rear of the Hyundai Tucson, looking at these taillights here, they're going to be an LED combination. These taillights remind me of the Ford Mustang Mach-E. Their turn signals and reverse lights live down here, where it's going to be an incandescent bulb. There's rear parking sensors. There's the Tucson name, which is spelled out. There's the Hyundai emblem, which is flush mounted to the actual glass. And there's the H-Track, because my model does have all-wheel drive. And there's the hybrid badge right there. There's no visible exhaust tips down here. But like I mentioned, this does have rear parking sensors. There's the backup camera right there. Open up the trunk is down here. The trunk release button is there. Once it opens up, there's this power opening tailgate to reveal 38.7 cubic feet of space. And underneath here, Hyundai does give you some underfloor storage, which is very deep. There's a 12 volt off to the left hand side, and it's how you let down the seats via this handle here. Once you do that, that expands the cargo to 80.3 cubic feet of space. That's more than the Honda CR-V and more than the Toyota RAV4. So like I mentioned, Hyundai did make this vehicle bigger for this current generation. Sitting inside the interior of the Hyundai Tucson Limited, looking at this cabin here, this is light years better than the other competitors in this segment. As you guys can see, this is a 10.25 inch display. If you guys go for a lower trim, Hyundai will switch this out for an 8-inch display, which does come with the wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. As you guys can see right here, there is no actual instrument hood over this portion here because it's a bright screen already. And this is a 10.25 inch display as well. But reaching over here to shut the door of the Hyundai Tucson, the push button start is right here on the actual dash. Once you do that, keep in mind, this is a hybrid, so the vehicle is already started, and it will tell you that it's ready to drive right here on the right-hand side. Let's look at the materials here on the actual door panel. Nice materials. There is 2-person memory seats. It is automatic up, automatic down, only for the driver and passenger, but not for the rear windows. There's your lock controls and mirror adjustment controls with this aluminum painted door handle. Nice fabric here on the actual door panel as well. There's some gloss black trim here. This area here is going to be nice and padded to rest your elbows. Nice stitching. Going to be additional storage and cup holder space down there. Your dimmer switch, trunk release, your traction control, and it's also for the 12 volt reset battery button there. This is a manual tilt and telescoping wheel. It does offer a good amount of range and adjustability. There's also these paddle shifters here. There's the turn signal and headlight stock. Wind wiper stock is right there. Nice high quality leather here on the actual steering wheel. There's your volume and voice controls. Over here's for your driver's assistance. I actually like this steering wheel. Really good area to rest your hands, especially if you're trying to get that great driving position. Like I mentioned, there is no actual instrument hood here because the screen is very bright, and you can customize the screen to show you different stuff like your driver's information, your speed, also your energy flow, so you can show what the vehicle is basically doing. So you can customize that to your liking. Like I mentioned, this is a 10.25 inch display. It does support Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You guys can see, very snappy screen, very bright screen as well. Going into the Hyundai interface, as you guys can see, the light blue icons. This is their Blue Link infotainment system. Going into the maps, as you guys can see, it does have embedded navigation. Very responsive, very snappy, just like the Kia system, which is very responsive. There's air vents here. There's your hazard button right there. The materials on the dash, soft touch ejection molded plastic. Looking down here, there's a lot of touch sensitive buttons here. If you guys go for the 8-inch display, they will give you some knobs as well. Instead of having this actual touch display system here, there's a small display here to show you the climate control. Looking down here is going to be 2 USB ports with a 12-volt. My iPhone 13 Pro Max does fit, and there's also this wireless phone charger right there. This is the limited model, so it does have 3-level heated and cool seats. The cool seats work phenomenal. There's a heated steering wheel function. There's your hill descent control, parking sensors. You can also access the camera via this button here. Putting the vehicle into reverse, this does house that 6-speed automatic transmission. If you guys can listen very closely here, there's a humming sound because this is a hybrid, so it wants to let people know that the vehicle is in reverse. As you guys can see right there, that's your directory with distance markers. Really good camera quality here from Hyundai. That's also a top-down 360 view right there. There is different angles around the vehicle as well, and you can tow up to 2,000 pounds properly equipped. Keep that in mind. There's N for neutral, there's D for drive, and you click P to go into park right there. There's your drive mode selector here, which shows you snow, smart, sport. As you guys can see, in sport it does change the gauges red. Very nice display. There's an eco mode right there. So there's 4 different drive modes here in the Hyundai Tucson. You can also like the center diff if you would like. There's 2 cup holders. This is the current key fob here. This also has that smog park feature, so you can move in and out of parking spots. There's a remote start, trunk release, panic button. There's a lock and unlock feature there. There's electronic parking brake, auto hold. This armrest here is going to be nice and padded. It does reveal a decent amount of storage, and surprisingly there's no 12-volt or USB ports in the actual center armrest. The seats in here, they're supportive and comfortable with this aluminum-like trim here. They do hold you in place. They're not aggressively bolstered. That's not the point of these seats. They're good for long road trips and whatnot. And above me, there's this large panoramic sunroof here to let light into the cabin. There is LED lights throughout the cabin as well. Looking at the glove compartment here, it does offer a large storage. But overall, the interior of the Hyundai Tucson is light years better than the other competitors in this segment. Getting into the back seat here of the Hyundai Tucson, as you guys can see here, the door opens at a very good angle. So you have a child seat that you're trying to put back here, you can definitely do that. But getting back here, and this vehicle also has a really good step in height. As you guys can see, I'm only 5'8". I do have a lot of headroom here. There's this large panoramic sunroof here to let light into this cabin. But looking down here, Hyundai says you get around 41.3 inches of legroom in the back seat of the Tucson. So plenty of leg space, and it's also best in class. There's 2 mount pockets for storage. There's rear air vents. There's 2 USB ports. The floor back here is kind of flat, and you can't fit a middle passenger here. It's going to be very supportive and comfortable. Looking at the door panel materials, nice materials that Hyundai uses. There's also 2-level heated seats. Surprisingly, there's no cool seats, but the heated seats will work fine, especially if you stay in a cold weather state. There is this aluminum painted door handle. This area here is nice and padded. There is a cup holder here in the actual door pocket. Reaching over here, pulling this armrest down, it does reveal 2 cup holders, and the seat also has this recline function. Like I mentioned, very large panoramic sunroof. But overall, the back seat of the Hyundai Tucson is very big because it is the biggest in the segment. Let's talk about the powertrain specs here for the Hyundai Tucson Hybrid. This uses Hyundai's 1.6-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder. This powertrain makes 226 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of torque. It uses a 6-speed automatic transmission. Fuel economy is rated at 37 in the city, 36 on the highway, and 37 combined. If you guys are keeping numbers, yes, it's going to be down compared to the Toyota RAV4 Hybrid and also the Honda CR-V Hybrid. And as the Tucson sits here with all-wheel drive, this one weighs in around 3,700 pounds. Properly equipped, this can tow 2,000 pounds. So starting off in the 2022 Hyundai Tucson Limited, this has Hyundai's 1.6-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder. This powertrain makes 226 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of torque. And with that electric assist, it does get off the line very easily here. Visibility out of the Tucson is great. You also have this low dash. The materials in here are really nice material. There's 2-person memory seats, so if you have a spouse or whatnot, they could basically set up their memory seats to their liking. This also has 3-level heated and cool seats. The ride comfort here of the Tucson is freaking fantastic. This thing rides very nice, very smooth. The powertrain delivery is really good, especially with the electric assist. The steering feel here is very playful in its eco mode. I love this bright display here. Hyundai said they didn't need no actual instrument hood because the screen's already bright. So it's really nice that they do offer that. And once you signal left or right, there's this view here of your blind spot. Let's talk about the driver's assistance here. This does come with a blind spot camera because it does have this large digital display here. There's also lane keeping assist, also highway steer assist, adaptive cruise control, emergency braking, road cross traffic alert. So all the nice features that you guys want in a modern day SUV, Hyundai does give it to you. There's also blind spot monitoring as well. The ride comfort here, like I mentioned, is super buttery, very smooth. The steering feel, it talks back to you. Let's talk about fuel economy here for the Tucson hybrid. Is rated to get 37 in the city, 38 on the highway, and 37 combined. So great fuel efficiency here. I actually have it on its actual hybrid page, so it's telling you what the vehicle is doing in its hybrid state. It's not best in class like the RAV4 that has over 40 miles per gallon, but this does have really good rivals in the segment. It does compete against the Honda CR-V hybrid, the RAV4 hybrid, so pretty good competitors. And I think Hyundai is offering something special here. Very futuristic design when it comes to the exterior styling of the Hyundai Tucson. This is a limited trim, so this one is really decked out. You have this large panoramic sunroof, 3-level heated and cooled seats, a heated steering wheel function. And the cool seats right now, they are blowing very cold air. And I like the way that the cool seats feel. They feel very good. As I'm sitting here at this red light, there's also these paddle shifters here. It's not to basically grab that energy and put it into the battery pack. It's basically to shift through that 6-speed automatic transmission. So the 6-speed is paired really good with the powertrain. So like I just mentioned, the 6-speed auto is paired really good with the powertrain. So I wanted to give it some gas here. This thing will get up and go. Of course, it's a 4-cylinder. It's not going to sound the best. But let's put into a sport mode here. Once I put it into sport mode, it gets up to speed pretty decent. But this is not what you buy this vehicle for, because the hybrid model is not going to give you the type of speed that you want, because this is not what this vehicle is for. This vehicle is to get great fuel economy and basically drive around your neighborhood or a parking lot and just cruise in that EV mode. But if you guys are looking for something different in the segment, you don't want a Honda or you don't want a Toyota, you have to look at the Hyundai Tucson, because it does offer great warranty, great value, also great technology. It looks better than the other competitors in the segment. And I think Hyundai did build the Tucson to look very nice. Like I mentioned, it does have futuristic styling. So if you guys are looking for something different, this is a great option in the segment. After spending time with the 2022 Hyundai Tucson Limited all-wheel drive, hope you guys have enjoyed this review here. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at DriveOnReviews and hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you all in the next review.